to see who has the heart.
If you put your effort and concentration into playing to your potential, to be the best that you can be, I don't care what the scoreboard says at the end of the game, in my book, we're going to be winners.
This is your fight. Now go out there and take it.
Are you crying? Are you crying? There's no crying. There's no crying in baseball.
Welcome to a special edition of Applebee's Tailgate Talk live on location. Don't go away. Applebee's Tailgate Talk is next. Come see all your friends at Applebee's in Athens. 12 minutes guaranteed or it's free Monday through Friday, 11 a.m. to 3 p.m. 7 items to choose from. Can't make it for lunch? Visit them for happy hour, 3 p.m. to 7 p.m. or late night. Half-price appetizers with beverage purchase, 6 appetizers to choose from. Call 233-4430 or order online at Applebee's.com and pick your meal up with Carside to go. Applebee's Neighborhood Grill, Highway 72 in Athens, just off I-65. Eating good in the neighborhood. Real estate, real easy. That's the motto at Innovative Realty Solutions, and providing the highest quality real estate services is their mission. With sound real estate advice, the latest information, and a skilled analysis of the real estate market, Innovative Realty Solutions offers a better home buying and selling experience with a fair, ethical, and, yes, innovative process. Innovative Realty Solutions. Visit them on Facebook, online at innovativerealtysolutions.com, at 100 North Clinton Street in Athens, or call 230-5950. Innovative Realty Solutions. Real estate, real easy. When things go wrong, State Farm is here to help life go right. And Agent Michael Howell is the one who can help get things back on track. See Michael for your auto, home, life, health, property, and business insurance, and be ready for those unexpected twists that life throws at you. Ask about banking and annuities, too. Call State Farm Agent Michael Howell at 232-5400. Visit him online at michaelhowell.net or go see him at 903 South Clinton Street in Athens. State Farm Agent Michael Howell. There when things go wrong, here to help life go right. Quality Vinyl is on your side. Quality Vinyl in Athens has been in business since 1987, offering great prices and service the whole time. What has changed is the technology of their products. From vinyl siding and shutters, sunrooms and screen rooms, to doors, windows, columns, and rails. Quality Vinyl, located on the corner of Highway 72 and Reed Road in Athens, just 6 miles west of I-65. Call 232-2665 or visit them online at qualityvinyl.net. Quality Vinyl is on your side. Daly & Son Car Care is Ardmore's only one-stop auto repair and tire shop. Whether it's major mechanic or brake work or routine maintenance like an oil change or lube job, Daly & Son Car Care has been satisfying customers all over with their fast and friendly service. They're also your headquarters for quality Cooper tires. Stop by and see Wayne, Nikki, or Dale at 25600 Main Street in Ardmore, Tennessee, or call them at 931-427-4651. They're on Facebook, too. Daly & Son Car Care, open Monday through Friday, 7:30 till 5, and Saturday, 7:30 till noon. The Play Action Sports Report is coming back in podcast form. Look for it every Wednesday beginning April 7th. The Play Action Sports Report, school, youth, and amateur sports solely from Athens and Limestone County. The Play Action Sports Report, starting April 7th, on your favorite podcast platform or online at pasnetwork.net.
Hey, this is Kez McCorvey, former Florida State All-American wide receiver and Detroit Lion, and you're listening to Applebee's Tailgate Talk.
Good Saturday morning, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to Applebee's Tailgate Talk on WKAC. Of course it's on WKAC. I lost my train of thought again. It's early in the morning. We're in a different spot. We're broadcasting live from the brand new Athens Rec Center. Tom McClung, old Tomcat here alongside Tojo J. Vassar. Slate himself is there with his cell phone and his games. Thumbs up. Producer extraordinaire Tim Lambert. And you're listening to Applebee's Tailgate Talk. We've got an awesome show lined up, ladies and gentlemen. But let's get to the particulars right quick. Call or text us at area code 256-812-1848. That's area code 812-1TGT. Find us online at tailgatetalk.net. You can follow our Twitter and Instagram accounts as well at Tailgate Talk AL. Facebook and Applebee's Tailgate Talk. We used to have a parlor, but I don't think there's a parlor anymore. So subscribe to the Applebee's.
It is a parlor.
Is it back?
Yeah, that's what according to him it is.
Well, then parlor, look at us at Tailgate Talk. Subscribe to the Applebee's Tailgate Talk YouTube channel. Amazon Echo, say Alexa.
Play Tailgate Talk.
Google Home, say, okay, Google.
Play Applebee's Tailgate Talk.
All right, love me some Bama Zach, posthumous Bama Zach. Play Applebee's Tailgate Talk. Download the Tailgate Talk app for Android or iPhone, powered by Usselton Landscaping. And if you hear a few things in the background, it's the Zumba class here at the rec center.
Zumba and racquetball.
We got racquetball going on in here. You might hear that pow, pow.
They've even got a pickleball court here. I found that out.
Pickleball?
Yeah.
The guy was playing racquetball, and he came back and asked the girl up front and said, y'all got a pickleball
Is
court?
it
And she
deal or
said,
sweet?
yeah.
Yeah, it's deal. I ain't going near it if it ain't deal.
Bread and butter.
Yeah, it's a big deal around here.
That's right.
Pickleball
That's
is.
right. Ladies and gentlemen, got to remind everybody about the scholarship golf tournament for Bama Zach coming up on July. Where's my I started talking.
July 22nd.
July 22nd, and that will be at Canebrake, $600 for a four-man scramble. And I still can't find it. Where'd it go? There it is. I ain't scrolling down far enough. $600 for a four-man scramble. First place is $400. And this goes to benefit the Bama Zach Memorial Scholarship Fund. You can talk to Allison or Garth Garris to register. Call them at contact Allison at 256-777-2381 or Garth at 256-777-6530. Oh, I see what we got.
He probably going to stay long. He's got to head to Elkmont for the county soccer tournament.
Okay.
Oh, okay.
Or Ardmore. Excuse me, Ardmore.
We have
Tanner's probably in the finals.
Probably so.
Tanner, yeah, we'll get to that.
Yeah, absolutely. Our show, ladies and gentlemen, we've got a gentleman on here by the name of Ron. He's coming on, Ron Blomberg. Now, he's a first baseman for the Yankees, also for the White House. And this cat was the first ever.
White House?
White House?
Exactly. I said White Sox.
No,
You said White House.
Okay. I meant to say White Sox. The Yankees and the White Sox, they went to the White House, I imagine, a time or two.
Yeah.
And this cat was the very. It's a laugh a minute around here. I don't know what I'm going to say when I'm thinking about it. He was the very first ever person to be the designated hitter in history of baseball. And
or
he
Major
should have
League, anyway.
Major League, yeah. He should have protested. I ain't being no designated hitter.
What if he said, "No, what's the qualifications for this job?"
yeah, what's the qualification for this job? Well, you sit in the dugout, everybody else plays, and it was time for the pitcher to bat. You go hit. And I get paid for that. Yeah. And the better you hit, the more you get paid. And he also has a book called The Captain of Me about the time he spent with his friend Thurman Munson, who was the catcher at Yankee.
Yeah.
He was a bad boy.
He was.
Back in the days when they grew facial hair, chewed tobacco, and played on dirt.
Number 15.
Yes, sir. The man. Our Huntsville Havoc hookup, Clay Freak Daddy Coleman, will join us. We got a couple of baseball coaches going to join us today. Bradley Craig, head coach of the East Limestone High School Indians. You know that guy, Coach Legg. And Chuck Smith, the head coach of the Athens Golden Eagles.
And he knows that guy.
Yeah, he knows that
my
guy.
guy, too.
And we also, another guy, the Wizard of the Waterways, Donnie Bedtime Story, will be joining us. I got that in there. For you, bro.
That is incredible.
The Swami of the SEC, AP Steadham, are going to be joining us. And, hey, ladies and gentlemen, you've got to come out and check out this new facility. I've been in facilities in West Palm Beach, Florida, that are not this nice. This is absolutely awesome. Come on out and check out the rec center. Talk to the ladies about getting a membership. And in the meantime, we'll turn it over to producer extraordinaire, and who'll be talking about the White House and maybe some stuff going on there.
No White House.
No White
talk
House?
here.
Okay.
You don't want me talking about the White House. Anyway, Scores and More brought to you by P4 Physical Therapy, delivering world-class outpatient care with a purpose. Visit them on Facebook or online at p4physicaltherapy.com. Baseball scores from yesterday. Ardmore dropped a couple to Madison Academy, 3-1 and 8-2. James Clemens outdid Huntsville 9-8. On the soccer field, Tanner boys beat East Limestone 3-2, so Tanner will take on Ardmore in the finals this morning. I think that's scheduled for about 11 o'clock. East Limestone girls shut out Ardmore 10-0, so and the Clements girls defeated Elkmont 2-0. So Clements and East Limestone are actually playing right now in the finals. James Clemens varsity boys, or rather Bob Jones varsity boys, defeated James Clemens 2-1. The JV Jets shut out Westminster 7-0, but then they got edged by Bob Jones 1-0. And in softball, Clements over Tanner 1-0. Let's see, what else have I got down here? I do need to say, since we are here in the rec center, they've got various fitness classes being offered Monday through Saturday. If you want to find out more information, call 233-8740, or you can visit the Parks and Recreation page on the Athens City website at athensalabama.us. Upcoming guests. Next week we'll be talking with Jason Simpson. He'll be talking about casting and catching. They've got that started back up again.
Weather permitting.
Well, we'll still talk to him.
He might be on TV with storms.
Oh, well, that's true.
That's true.
Yeah,
that's true. Well, that's next Saturday, so that's way out. Yeah. He did kind of call out folks on the post this morning about just kind of not taking it seriously it is kind of up here at least. It's been kind of a cry wolf type situation, but better to be safe.
He'll be talking about snow next weekend because it's dogwood winter next weekend.
Yeah, I saw that.
Yeah. Let's see. Coming up, we'll have Russell Branham, Vice President of Consumer Marketing and Communications for Talladega Super Speedway.
Here we go.
It's casting and catching.
Talladega White House.
Yeah, Talladega White House.
We'll be live at Cornhole for a Cure at Lucy's Barge, and then live later on this summer, we'll be live at Mud Volleyball for a Cure.
Yes.
So there you go. And I do need to mention, coming up, dropping on Wednesday, April 7th, will be the resurrection of the Play Action Sports Report.
Awesome.
It was the precursor to Applebee's Tailgate Talk. It was only 30 minutes, and it'll still be only about 30 minutes because it's going to be a podcast, so it can be however long we want to go with it.
Gotcha. Now, what time? And it'll be on WKAC?
No. It's just a podcast.
Oh, it's just a podcast.
So it'll be on whatever your favorite podcast app is.
Oh,
and
Apple.
So
we got
working on Apple iTunes.
Wow.
It's on. Right now, I've got some sample. I've been putting the Play Action Sports update up there just to kind of get used to it. So you can go to Amazon Alexa and say, well, right now I've got Tailgate Talk. I'm getting it on as a podcast too. So
cool.
You can go on to.
We're branching out.
Ask Alexa to play either one of them, but you got to make sure you put podcast at the end of it. Otherwise,
next thing you know, we'll be on the SEC Network.
That's right.
Yeah.
Compete to get Marty McGee.
Yeah. So anyway, that's coming up April 7th for the first one. I do have my first guinea pig is Limestone County Athletic Director Rusty Bates. So
awesome. This place is nice, guys.
I talked to him yesterday, and so he's going to be my first.
God, Tim.
Rusty Bates,
my cousin.
And we got coming up this evening on Play Action Sports. We'll have Athens Lindsay Lane baseball.
That's right, play-by-play by Tojo himself.
Weather permitting.
Weather permitting.
Yeah, weather permitting. Over here at Golden Eagle Field, so just tune in for that.
Tune in or show up.
Yeah, show up.
Be live. Hey, well, ladies and gentlemen, this segment has gone by too fast and too furious, but it's been fun, and it's time to take a quick break. We'll be right back. You're listening to Applebee's Tailgate Talk on WKAC, the Big 1080.
Go to your Amazon Echo and say Play Tailgate Talk, or your Google Home device and say Play Applebee's Tailgate Talk, and hear the show in crystal clear quality. We'll be back with more Tailgate Talk after this. P4 Physical Therapy is a new outpatient provider offering community-based care with a unique partnership model that allows them to consistently deliver world-class outpatient care, emphasizing personalized hands-on treatment. Whether it's orthopedic, physical, geriatric, or manual therapy, sports or neuro rehab, telehealth, or most any type of muscle or joint pain, P4 Physical Therapy promises to treat you with integrity, compassion, faithfulness, and selflessness. Locations in Athens, Huntsville, and Winfield, Alabama, as well as Fayetteville and Knoxville, Tennessee. Look for them on Facebook or online at p4physicaltherapy.com.
Limestone Drug, located on the square in downtown Athens, is your local Health Mart pharmacy. As your local Health Mart pharmacy, Limestone Drug is locally owned and has a personal commitment to the community. Limestone Drug honors prescription drug plans, including Medicare. They accept flex spending cards and fill prescriptions in minutes, not hours. Limestone Drug knows there's nothing more important than your family's well-being. So shop Limestone Drug at 200 West Market Street in Athens, your local Health Mart pharmacy. Limestone Drug, caring for you and about you.
If you're running out of space and a yard sale just isn't an option, Midpoint Storage and Buddy Box Storage gives you the choice. Midpoint Storage on Highway 72 East has traditional or climate-controlled units along with spaces for your boat or RV. Buddy Box offers convenient, secured, portable storage units delivered right to your home. They're both locally owned, too. Call 256-800-4249. Look for them on Facebook or online at midpoint.storage.com or buddyboxstorage.com. It's a win-win situation. Midpoint Storage and Buddy Box Storage. 256-800-4249.
Ardmore Telephone Company has been operating right here in your community since the 1950s. Over the years, we've brought you advanced communication services such as telephone, high-speed internet, and security systems. And going forward, we'll be right here ready to provide you with innovative services and the high level of customer service you've come to expect. At Ardmore Telephone, our proof is the test of time, running decades deep. We're Ardmore Telephone, and we are here to stay. For more details, call 1-800-830-9946 or visit ardmore.net.
If you're looking to spruce up the look of your home or business, Usselton Landscaping can produce beautiful results, providing mowing and trimming, mulching and landscape design, brush clearing and tree cutting, drainage and water diversion, pressure washing, junk removal, storm and disaster cleanup, and many other services. Usselton Landscaping is a family-owned business focusing on building quality relationships with their customers. Visit their Facebook page and check out their work for satisfied customers, then call or text 874-1357 to see what they can do for you. Usselton Landscaping, 874-1357. Check out the WKAC sports page. Go to WKAC1080.com and click on the WKAC sports icon. You can listen to the current sports stream as well as game archives, past coaches shows, and Applebee's Tailgate Talk on demand. If you're on your smartphone, you can stay automatically updated as new items are posted. The WKAC sports page, another reason why your best source for Limestone County sports is WKAC1080.com and 1080 WKAC.
Hey, this is Upmont Girls basketball coach Tom Waller, and you're listening to Applebee's Tailgate Talk.
And welcome back to Applebee's Tailgate Talk, ladies and gentlemen. Tom McClung here, old Tom Kid himself, Tojo J. Vassar, producer extraordinaire Tim Lambert. We don't know where Coach went. We looked
went to the restroom.
Wait, I saw him outside a second ago.
Oh, did he go outside?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
They may have went to the restroom outside. I don't know. But, ladies and gentlemen, we've got our special guest on right now, former first baseman for the Yankees and the White Sox, not the other, and the first designated hitter. He's got a new book coming out called The Captain and Me. Give a warm Applebee's Tailgate Talk welcome to Ron Blomberg. Ron, I can't wait to talk to you, buddy.
Hey, big guy, it's wonderful to talk to you, and I love your southern accent like mine.
Yes, you've got that good South Tennessee, North Alabama drawl going there, Ron. It's good.
Where y'all calling from?
Say that one more time.
Where y'all calling from?
We're getting interference. You're cutting out or something.
Cut out a little bit.
Okay, where y'all calling from?
Ah, crud! It was going so good there.
Yeah,
he must have moved.
He must have moved.
Wherever you were talking to us from when we first got you on the phone, go back there and don't move.
Sit down.
Oh my gosh, this is killing me. I'm sorry.
Can you hear me now?
We can hear you occasionally, but it's like it's like the Charlie Brown school teacher thing.
It's where you are.
I heard where you are, and that's
somebody interference where we are.
It could be. I mean, we heard you fine.
Can you hear us all right?
Yeah.
Okay. Well, you were fine up until. We can hear, we just can't understand.
Exactly. So
let's hang up and we'll try to call you back.
All right.
Okay.
All right. We're gonna try this one more time. We're not giving up on the man yet.
Oh no.
We got too much.
Too much invested
in this one right here, man. I don't want to give this one up. So in the meantime, remember Bama Zach Golf Tournament, July 22nd. It'll be a Thursday. Come out and compete. Let's see. We're dialing.
And they use
dialing for dollars.
They use pencils with no erasers.
Pencils with no erasers. That's right.
Are you there?
Yes. Can you hear me?
Okay.
That's better. Don't move.
Do not move. Yeah.
Freeze.
However you are holding your arms or your legs, just stay in that position.
Hey, when you're old as I am, you're like petrified. So basically, I'm a prehistoric person. So you put me in a position, I stay there.
There you go, buddy. It's your hour now, or your time. So you wanted to talk about your new book, and we want to talk about experiences playing with the Yankees. So you go ahead, sir.
Well, first thing, I love your southern accent like mine. Where are you located?
We're in North Alabama, just south of the Tennessee state line, central, right in the middle of the state, little town called Athens, Alabama.
Yeah, we're in the Huntsville area.
No, I know y'all. Hey, I'm from Atlanta, so you know what?
Okay.
Yeah, you know that area. Then.
Well,
yeah, I'm a hillbilly from Atlanta, so I know everything about you. And you're not too international, and you're not too
Okay. We're losing you again. Yeah. Are you moving the phone, putting it up under your chin, or? Wow.
Oh man. Have you got us on speaker or anything?
Yeah, you probably got the tornadoes here the last couple of days.
Oh.
Is it good?
Have you got a landline you can call us on?
Let me see. No. Is it? You want me to call you back?
Yeah.
If you got a landline.
If you got a landline, you can.
I don't have a landline.
You do? You do?
No, I don't.
Oh, you don't? Oh, okay.
Wow. You want me to call you back?
Yeah, you can try. We'll
give it a try.
Give it one more.
Give it one more shot, Ron.
Three strikes and we may be out.
This. I want to talk to this guy.
Me too.
George is gonna fire us.
Maybe that's the reason.
Maybe so.
Maybe.
It could be.
It's weird that it's good for a while and then goes south. So.
Yeah.
All right. We'll look. Okay.
Call us right back.
Man, oh man.
It's getting like pushing a rope up a hill. You know what I mean?
Can't lead a horse to water. Right?
Exactly. The thing that I don't understand is we start off and it's beautifully clear, and then all of a sudden he turns into Charlie Brown school teacher.
All right, here we go again.
Try it again.
Okay, can you hear me now?
Yes, that's beautiful.
Yes.
That is beautiful. Start talking, Ron. Tell us about your book.
Okay, I'll start real quick. I appreciate you calling me, big guys. I know that I hope this is better than the last couple of times. But anyway, my book, I started on my book with my roommate for 5 years, Thurman Munson. It's called The Captain and Me, and it has not even gone out yet. It actually will go out to the public on April the 20th. But right now we are ranked number 10th in baseball books and on pre-sales. So I'm really excited about it. It's something where I'm a Georgia boy. I know I'm pretty close to where y'all are, and the book is it's a great book. It's a great read. It's not a typical baseball book, and what my stats and stuff. It's about a good two guys that are very, very close. I don't know if you ever seen the movie Bang the Drum Slowly. It's exactly like Bang the Drum Slowly, where it's a love story, and also it's a baseball book. So I'm really, really excited about it.
Well, it's a good thing your name's not Tennille.
I'm looking forward to reading it.
Yeah.
My dad was a big Yankee fan, and me growing up in the early '70s, and those World Series games with the Dodgers. Man,
oh man,
that was made for TV right there.
Oh, absolutely. My daughter graduated. I don't know if you're an Alabama fan or Auburn fan, but my daughter graduated from Roll Tide Roll.
Roll Tide.
Of course she did.
No, she Roll Tide Roll.
Yeah.
So I know I'm ready for baseball season starting, but I'm ready for the football season actually to start. But anyway, it's really exciting. I was very lucky in my life to play with the Yankees, and I was the number 1 draft pick in 1967 by the Yankees, and I got to do something what I wanted to do, which put the Yankee pinstripes on, and got to play with guys like Mickey Mantle and Catfish Hunter and Chris Chambliss and Mickey Rivers and the Oscar Gamble, who is from Montgomery, who was from Montgomery, but unfortunately he passed away.
Mm-hmm.
But I was very, very lucky to be able to play up in front of all the New York fans and to play on some great teams.
Right.
And that's what basically, yes.
Did you get to play with Bucky freaking Dent?
Yeah.
Oh, absolutely. Bucky was my teammate for almost about 2 years. And I know the people up in Boston hated him.
They
but
hated
Bucky, they hated him. But, Bucky's a real good friend of mine. He lives down in Florida now. And during the season, unfortunately, with the virus that we had, we could not travel for the last almost, last year we couldn't travel. And I don't know how much traveling we're going to be doing this year, but I would see Bucky probably once every couple of weeks doing engagements for the Yankee Steinbrenners.
Awesome.
Up in New York. But I'm friends with all these guys. They're my brothers. Yes. So I was very, very lucky in my life to have great brothers like these people. And that's what made me start thinking about my book, about writing about Thurman. This book it's really not because I'm talking to you. The book is unbelievable. And everybody that has read the book, that has got devices from my from my publishing company up out of Chicago, love the book, and I'm so excited about it. I think it's going to be a bestseller in the New York Times. That's what they project. So I'm really, really excited about people reading it. It's not just like I said before. It's just not a baseball book. It's you're going to laugh, you're going to cry, and it's really, really a great read.
Well, I plan on pre-ordering it. I can't do it from a cell phone, but
me too.
Yeah, it's going to be a good
Ron,
read.
Ron, what was it like playing with Reggie?
What do you think? It's like Reggie is a different character. He's a different breed. He's a like a guy that he's like it, and you just don't know what he's going to bring that day. He's up and down like a roller coaster. But Reggie was, people always would always talk bad about Reggie. Reggie was a good athlete, and Reggie was a athlete that he did everything timing. Whenever you needed a home run, he would hit a home run. But he started, he's a very controversial type of guy. But he was a great guy. He was a great teammate. But like I said before, you just don't know what you're going to get from each day. So the good part about him, every other week we would have a Reggie Jackson fist fight in the clubhouse. So that was fun. So, but it's funny. I just spoke to Reggie about a week ago, and he was going to get on my show, my Facebook show. But unfortunately, his schedule was very, very tight, and we're going to put them on it, I think, in the next couple of weeks.
No, Ron, how sad was it when the old stadium went down?
Excuse me?
How sad was it for y'all to see the old stadium tore down after they built a new one?
Yeah. I mean, that was my house. That was my home. And that was like, if you had to tear down Bear Bryant Stadium.
Yeah.
I mean, that was the stadium. That was Yankee Stadium. Everybody knows about Yankee Stadium. Every person that tourists will go to New York, first thing they want to do is they want to see Yankee Stadium. And that was a house in Ruthville.
It was.
And I got to play in that. And then they redid the stadium. It's the same stadium, but they redid that. And we played up in Shea Stadium for a couple of years, and that was a hellhole. That wasn't a good place to play. So then, of course, the new stadium, of course, is that's a house that Jeter built.
Yeah.
And that house, I don't know if you ever have gone up to New York and seen the stadium. You got to go up there because it's like a museum. It's gorgeous. It's really a beautiful stadium. And y'all probably been to Atlanta Stadium, the new ballpark, but it's nothing. Yeah, but it's nothing like the new Yankee Stadium is just like it's it's a museum. I mean, but it's different the way that I played, because when I played, it was the old Yankees play there. Lou Gehrig, Babe Ruth, Whitey Ford, Yogi Berra, and all those guys. So it's really, really different.
So Ron, you were the first designated hitter. How did they approach you with that? Say, okay, Ron, listen, we're going to try something new for you here, man. We want you.
No, I screwed up the game in '73. And
no, I'm not blaming
I really
on you.
Screwed it up. I really messed up the game of baseball. If you look at it, 50% of the people love it, 50% of the people hate it. They had it last year because it was a very shortened season. Both leagues had it. It was very universal. Now what they are doing is not letting the National League, I don't think, have it this year for whatever reason. And basically how it started was in '73. They created the rules in '72. I was down in spring training down in Fort Lauderdale. I pulled a hamstring, and about four games before we were supposed to break camp to go up to Boston, and I knew that if I was going to go on the disabled list, I don't want to be like, I don't know if you know about the Lou Gehrig and the Wally Pipp, when Wally Pipp was the first baseman with the Yankees. And he went down, and Lou Gehrig took his position, and he never got his position back. So I wanted to make sure that wasn't I wasn't going to be in that type of situation. So I went up to Boston. They taped me like a mummy, and I played up in Boston, and I walked with the bases loaded. I became the first DH in Major League history. And look, it's 48 years later. 48 years later, they can't come to a solution to have a universal DH. Now they come in with different crazy rules in the game of baseball now, where extra innings. They're going to have like a runner at second base. Now they're talking about robotics, having a robotic umpires, and I mean it's crazy. I mean the game of athletics has totally changed. If you look at football, you can't hit the quarterback. If you come close to them, they're going to throw you out. If you hit somebody too hard, they're going to flag you. I mean, the game of athletics, unfortunately, it became like a business. These guys are making moogle bucks, and they don't want these guys to get injured. But the funny part about it, it's not funny, but they have more injuries now than what we had when we played.
You're right.
So when we're making like $15,000 a year, and these guys are making $7 to $10 million, and the average salary on the Yankees team with all these guys if you equal them out, is almost about $16 million. And I remember in '73 when I played with the Yankees, they gave me a $500 raise, hitting $329. And then the next year I hit $311. They took my $500 back. And the next year I hit $301. They didn't even talk about raise to me. Nowadays, if you hit $140, you know, they're going to give you $1 million raise.
Yeah.
So I was at the wrong place at the wrong time, but I don't care. My team, we had the greatest organization in the world, and we had the greatest players in the world. And the guys that are still living, we're very, very close to.
Trivia question. Last night, the Braves and the Twins were playing an exhibition game. They were talking about the DH. You know who the last Minnesota Twins pitcher was to hit a home run?
I have no idea.
Jim Cott.
Who?
Jim Cott.
Oh, really? Jim did?
Yeah, it sure was.
He was a great athlete.
Well, he could throw that ball.
And you know what? You know, I mean, hey, it's really, really crazy. I mean, you know, they talk about it, and it's terrible what you know, they need to have it. You know, last year was the first year that they had a guy to go in, Edgar Martinez, to go in as the in the Hall of Fame. David Ortiz from Boston will probably be the next DH to go into the Hall of Fame. But I mean, it's crazy. I mean, people don't realize it. It's the highest paid, one of the highest paid position in the game of baseball now.
And look what it did. Look what it did for Marcell Ozuna last year for the Braves.
Oh, yeah, it helped his contract negotiation pretty good. You know, coming out, he was just making $4 million a year. Now, I think he just got a 4-year, like $50 million contract.
Yeah.
You know, I mean, what y'all need to do is after you speak to me, you need to take a lot of BP, a lot of batting practice.
I can still hit.
You need to get on the cage, and you need to start becoming a free agent. And hey, if you could survive, if you could breathe, you'll sign for $1 million, big guy. So I mean, it is what it is now. I mean, hey, if you could breathe now, they'll pay you a lot of money.
I got to take batting practice last year in our new minor league ballpark. You know, it's kind of thing you pay for, and I can still hit. I'm 55. Just don't ask me to run or throw, but I can still hit the ball.
Yeah, I'm 72 years old, and next year I play up in Old Timers Day up in New York. I'm going to get one of those hover rounds, and I'm going to get one of those.
Get your hover round. There you go.
Yeah, hey, I'm not stupid. You know, hey, I'll be on every paper in the world. They're going to see me. I'm going to hit, and then I will get on my seat, and you know, my insurance will cover it. I think the insurance covers everything with the hover round. So what I'm going to do is hit the ball. I'm going to get on my hover round, and I'm going to start wheeling it down, taking wheelies down to first base. You don't think the people in New York will go crazy? They'll like that.
Yes, sir.
The people in New York will love that. So that's what I'm going to do. That's what I decided I'm going to do. My next time, I'm going to take my hover round, put it right next to me, hit the ball, and then I'm going to get on it and go down to first.
There you go.
You go to the Grand Canyon.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. No. Somebody would push me off, and I could never get back on.
Well, how did you make it to the White Sox?
Well, I became a free agent in 70. After my year, after we won the World Series in 77, I became a free agent, went up to Chicago, and I played up there. Unfortunately, I was injured quite a bit. And I had 2 knees and 2 shoulder operations. I had 2 rotators. And at that particular time, the modern technology with medical was not the best in the world, to be honest with you. So basically, I was, I was injured, you know, even when I went up to Chicago. But I gave it all I had, and I went up there, did not have too good. I didn't have a good season. I couldn't play anymore. It's just like, you know, you put Bo Jackson out there, you put Johnny Musso for Alabama. You know, you get Najee Davenport. I mean, if he's injured, you know, I mean, it's only so long that he's going to be able to play. And that was what I was. And unfortunately, my career ended shortly afterwards. And I blew out. So when you become injured in professional athletics, it's very difficult to really come back.
And Ron, in New York, when did they start? When did the bleacher bums start doing the roster call? When did that start happening?
That was great. It was after me. I mean, when I played, if they started yelling your name, you better run underneath the shelter. If they start calling your name up in New York, you better run under a shelter.
Okay, Jay.
But these guys are, I mean.
Tom don't know what we're talking about, Bob. Tell him how it goes. What happens?
No, I mean, they right field, and whoever starts that game, they do the roll calls, and whenever they call your name out, you tip your hat or you give a salute, and I mean, it's great. I mean, it's really, going to a game, let me tell you something. Going to a game in Yankee Stadium would be your greatest thrill, in athletics. It's really, when you go to Yankee Stadium, it's like going to, a national championship in Alabama, and you have all those people, and you have all the, it's incredible. But the New York fans are guys that they know sports. They love sports. They love the Giants. They love the Jets. The Mets or the Yankees. But the number one team up there are the Yankees.
Yeah.
And when you play up at Yankee Stadium, and when you get to dress in the locker rooms, and then you go and look at Yankee Stadium, it's nothing like it. Believe me. And I've been to every football stadium. I've been to every baseball stadium, but nothing like Yankee Stadium.
But Ron, I was at a little place down in Juno Beach, Florida, called the Thirsty Turtle back in around 2004. Giambi played with the Athletics, and the Yankees and the Athletics were playing in a divisional playoff game. And the owner just opened it up and hosted everything. So we were in there in this big sports bar watching this game, and it was full of Yankees fans. Of Yankees fans. It was the darndest thing I've ever heard in my life. It was screaming loud, F-bombs dropping all over the place. Yeah, bum! Yeah, stinking bum! And then when they tagged Giambi out there as he was crossing the plate, I mean, all he had to do was slide, and he was safe. And he just kind of lumbered across, and then the place went wild. It was an experience, Ron. So, yes.
No, let me tell you. Hey, New York fans. Hey, you're an Alabama fan, and, you got tons of Auburn fans also. But it's nothing like when you go up to New York, you're dealing with, 8 million people, 20 million people. And when you talk about Yankees, hey, you go down to Birmingham, or you go to Tuscaloosa, or you go to Auburn. Majority of the people, if they're not wearing an Auburn, Alabama hat or Alabama, they're wearing a Yankee cap. And that's what it is. It is what it is. And they got the biggest brand in athletics. You're just like the Cowboys. Everybody talks about the Cowboys. They got the Dallas Cowboys hat. Hey, if you go overseas, everybody wearing Yankee caps.
Yeah.
And they got the biggest brand in athletics. And it's fun. I was very lucky to play on the greatest organization, the greatest teams, and to put on the greatest uniform in the world, the New York Yankees.
And we got a guy who played here locally at Calhoun, Jorge Posada, played for the Yankees.
Who was this?
Jorge Posada. He played at Calhoun Community College in baseball, and then he's.
Oh, he did.
Yeah, here in Decatur.
Oh yeah. You're talking about Posada. He's gold up in New York. They love him up there. But he was up on the. He was. You take the Steve Avery, the Maddox, and the Smoltz and the Glavine. Now up in New York, you're talking about the David Wells and the Mike Messinas and the CC's and people like that. It's Posada was they loved him.
Yeah.
He was gold up there. Here's a guy that went to junior college, and he became very, very close with Jeter. They're very, very close friends. And, they made a fortune. And, if you look at Posada's bank account, I guarantee it's close to $100 million in it. So, he did pretty good. He did pretty good.
My sister's best friend hates it to this day that she didn't go out on that date with him.
Oh, yeah. Oh, absolutely. There's a lot of girls in Alabama. They didn't want to go out with him. Now, he would have anything and everything what he wanted.
Well, now, we're all Braves fans, right?
No.
You're not?
No.
Okay. Well, okay,
His
we've got
mama
one.
is. His mama
Okay.
is.
Yeah.
3 of us are Braves fans. By the way, 3 of us are Alabama fans. 1 is an Auburn fan here. But
Where?
Me, buddy.
But anyway, you played.
You could go take the bird home. The bird was. I'll make sure that you go to Auburn. The bird would fly on you. You could take him home.
Hey, that's a big old bird.
The eagle.
Yeah. Anyway, go ahead. Finish. What
Speaking
you're
of the
say,
Braves, though, you played with a guy that we're all familiar with, Bobby Cox.
Oh yeah, Bobby was. I don't know if you ever had an opportunity to meet Bobby, but Bobby was a gem. He was my roommate in Syracuse, New York. I was coming up. I was like 19 years old in AAA, and he was down in AAA with the Yankees. He came over from the Atlanta Braves, and he became my roommate there. And then he went up to New York for like a year or 2 to play up in New York. And look what he did up in Atlanta. The people loved him. He had a stroke, and
Yes.
And he's been struggling and for the last a couple of years, and he was probably one of the nicest human beings I've ever met, and he was he was great to everybody. I mean, just not to his players, but to the fans, and he was gold in Atlanta, and he's like Nick Saban, and but he's probably more well liked across the state than Nick is. Bobby is well liked anywhere and everywhere Bobby goes. People love him.
That's right. Ron, it's been such a great time talking to you, but
sir.
It's time for us to take a break. Ladies and gentlemen, go and pre-order The Captain and Me by Ron Blomberg. It's going to be a great read. I'm getting mine. Jay's getting his.
Yeah.
So let's
Teach me how to read, and I get mine.
You teach her to read. Hey, one more thing.
Yes, sir.
My English teacher will roll over in her grave to know that I've written a book because I barely passed English. That's number one. But let me give you, if people want to pre-order, let me tell you where to pre-order. You go to Amazon, the pre-order, or what you can do is go on my website. It's very simple. It's Ron Blomberg. Bloomberg is 10. 10 is BLOMBERG. RonBloomberg.com. And you could go and you could get a book. I'll sign it for you. And it's believe me, it's a great book. A great book. It's great talking with y'all, big guys.
Hey, I sent you a friend request, Ron, so don't turn me down, brother. I'm
I'm never going to turn you down. I'm never going to turn you down.
Roll Tide.
Hey, send me some squirrel stew. I would love it.
Dude, don't tempt me. I'll have you plenty. Thanks, Ron. Great talking to you, buddy.
Stay safe.
Great
man.
talking with y'all, big guys. Enjoy yourself. Thanks, big guys. Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.
That was awesome.
That was awesome, man. The things we get to do here. I'm telling you. Ladies and gentlemen, it's time to take a quick break. We'll be right back.
Smith's Heating and Cooling in Elkmont is your friendly local contractor servicing most brands of equipment and proudly installing industry-leading Rheem systems. Whether it's an air conditioner, gas furnace, heat pump, or indoor air quality system, Smith's Heating and Cooling takes pride in their exceptional installation and 24/7 customer service after the fact. They offer financing too. Call 777-5450 today to schedule an appointment or a free no-obligation consultation. Smith's Heating and Cooling. Call 777-5450 8450. Visit them on Facebook or online at smithsheatingandcoolingllc.com. If you're looking for that special gift for that special someone, it's waiting for you at Tammy's Fine Jewelry in Athens, a boutique jewelry store offering designs to fit your individual style, from classic to contemporary. Tammy's Fine Jewelry has bridal and gemstone jewelry just for you. Whether you want to spend $10,000 or $10,000, you get the same friendly service. Visit them on Facebook or just come fall in love at Tammy's Fine Jewelry, 206 West Market Street in Athens.
This is Todd the Bod at Applebee's Tailgate Talk. Y'all know how great I sound every week on the radio. You can't imagine how good I look from getting my hair cut from Tammy and all the girls at Shireman's Barbershop. Please go see them at 115 North Marion Street and tell them Todd the Bod sent you.
Since 1998, Ardmore Family Medical Clinic has served the area faithfully, treating everything from allergies, sinus infections, and abrasions to high blood pressure, diabetes, and heart problems. Dr. Deborah Verbeek and staff treat you like they would want to be treated, with compassion and trust. Ardmore Family Medical Clinic, urgent and chronic medical care for the whole family, where patients come first and always have a choice. Locally owned and operated, Ardmore Family Medical Clinic, 25495 Main Street in Ardmore, Tennessee. Call 931-427-6969.
Hey, this is Mark Littell, former pitcher for the Kansas City Royals and the St. Louis Cardinals, and you're listening to Applebee's Tailgate Talk.
When you're born in this world, you're given a ticket to the freak show.
So you're a control freak?
It's just a freak show anyway.
And after that cameo introduction, ladies and gentlemen, we have Clay
Houdini.
Freak Daddy. That's Houdini. That's right. It is. Thank you. Cameo's another group. It's Houdini.
Yeah.
The freaks come out at night. Clay Freak Daddy Coleman, our Huntsville Havoc hookup. Hey, man, first thing, how's your mother doing? Is she okay?
She's doing good. We had gotten the scare that a lot of people don't ever want to hear. She had went in and they'd found that she looked like she'd had a pretty aggressive form of cancer. So that was pretty scary. But then it's kind of the cancer had not spread, so we found that was really good news. And then she had her surgery, and then even the doctor's like, I don't know how much cancer we actually really found. So it's kind of a weird roller coaster of emotions this past week. But she's still in the hospital now, and just doing some. She's 85, so surgeries are not too easy on the elderly.
Right.
So, but yeah, she's still ornery, so that they didn't take that away from her.
That's good. That's good.
That's awesome.
So Havoc has a losing streak, and they turn around and win a couple. So how's that going there with the guys?
Yeah, it's kind of it's weird. They beat Macon, who's the first place team, had a shootout win, and then beat them again back-to-back nights, and then. As that momentum came in, we had to cancel because of the threat of weather, and it ended up luckily not having any bad weather here in our area. But just from the team side, we're already down attendance wise, so it's very hard knowing that people probably would not want to come out, just not knowing. So postponed that game, but tonight we'll jump back in against Birmingham, which they're the last place team, so they're 3 points behind us, so we need a big win to kind of continue that streak tonight, to continue to gain some ground. And then tomorrow we play Knoxville, who's only one of the 5 teams. There's only 2 teams with a winning record.
Really?
Pensacola is right at 500. If we win tonight, which hopefully we should, that would put us to 500, and then Birmingham at 8-15. So, but the Knoxville team and the Macon team are Knoxville's only had 9 losses. Macon's only had 4. So yeah, they're kind of ahead of everybody pretty good. So now just be kind of just holding together, and like we've talked about several times, it's just in the hockey world, it's just, can you hit that streak right at the time of playoffs,
right,
to where you're hot, because it's almost literally like you're starting over. So
playoff hockey, man. Playoff hockey.
Ain't tonight St. Jude's night too, Clay?
Yeah, tonight is St. Jude's night, which luckily we've had the auctions. We're gonna they've got some really cool Ninja Turtle jerseys tonight partnering up with Nickelodeon, and those jerseys will go to St. Jude and also the local affiliate here for St. Jude. But we will have a live auction tonight, which we've been doing a lot of them online. They do okay, but they're just not they don't have the same feel as the live auction. So hopefully we'll raise a bunch of money for St. Jude. And for me, it's my mom is definitely not a childhood cancer, but seeing what she's had to go through just this little bit, she's already had breast cancer. The kids we've come in contact with that, and we've had both sides. We had Jacob Brown who came and had cancer and has come out, and Jacob's doing amazing. And then a couple years ago, we had a young lady named Cindy Cunningham that we had met, and she didn't make it. She actually passed away as she was coming to St. Jude that night. Just a beautiful little 13-year-old girl that you would have never known in your life that there was anything wrong with her.
And then Natalie Emerson too, right?
Natalie was one year. We didn't get to meet her. We saw, got to spend time with her parents, and we did meet Natalie. I'm sorry. There was another girl in Hartselle. Her name slips that had passed away. I think Ansley was her first name. I hate that I don't remember her last name, but Natalie was one that got that has done as well. Yeah, she was last year who we featured. So it's just crazy. That's one of those things. Life is hard enough, and I have a 14-year-old and an 11-year-old. I just couldn't imagine dealing with some of these parents, and chemo is just such a brutal thing, and for them to go through it, and they come out smiling, it's unbelievable. So it's a definite great cause, and one of the ones that the Havoc kind of hitches our wagons up against to try to help as much as we can.
Absolutely. Go ahead.
Change the subject. What are you thinking about the Sweet 16 so far? You think Alabama's got a chance?
They do, and here's my thing, and I guess I'm the bitter Kentucky fan that has had it, but I love my Alabama fans, but I've had several of them, and Tomcat could probably feel my pain on this one. But it's just like I am a loyal fan through and through. And I'm a basketball fan, so I probably know as much about some of the 80s and 90s Bama basketball teams and some current Bama fans know about. So I've had a lot.
Preach it, brother. I'm listening.
I've had a lot come out of the woodwork. We're a basketball team now. And I'm like, hold on a second. You're a good basketball team.
You're good this year.
But Kentucky had won 16 SEC championships since the last time you guys won one.
Yeah.
So let's slow down. Let's pump the brakes a little bit. And I think you got a great team. I just think that Alabama is similar to some of the early Kentucky teams that Pitino and Calipari had, in the sense of when they're shooting, they're unbeatable.
Yeah, that's true.
But if they have a cold streak like they kind of did against Tennessee, they're done.
Yeah.
So they definitely live and die by that. Nate Oates is a great coach. I think the only thing that I would throw out to Alabama is do whatever you can to keep him, because if they keep doing better, you got people looking like Coach K and North Carolina's coach and all these ones that are probably in the latter part of their career, and you could easily see Duke or North Carolina or one of these bigger schools, in Indiana that's needing to rebuild their
my goodness, yes,
their world. You can see them easily pick up a coach like that. So Alabama needs to hold on to Nate Oates. But I think they got just as good a shot as anybody. So we'll see how that goes. But I haven't watched it as much because I'm in a situation where I'm more of a Kentucky fan, and I'm bitter and jaded, so I haven't watched any of the games. I'll probably watch more of them later.
That sounds good, Clay. As always, it's been a great time, man. Look forward to talking to you next week. Go Havoc and go St. Jude.
All right, and I'll say it even though I don't want to. Roll Tide.
I ain't saying it.
Hey, continue prayers for your mama, man. Yeah. Continue prayers for your mama, man.
Thank you, guys. I appreciate
it. We'll talk to you later. Ladies and gentlemen, Clay, Freak Daddy Coleman, our Huntsville Havoc hookup. It's time to take a break. You're listening to Applebee's Tailgate Talk on WKAC.
Congratulations to Athens High's Connor Beck, our Applebee's Neighborhood Athlete of the Week. Connor picks up a gift card from the Athens Applebee's and a Tailgate Talk t-shirt from Got You Covered Screen Printing and more. Go to tailgatetalk.net and enter your nominations for future polls. A new poll goes up on Sunday. We'll be back with more Applebee's Tailgate Talk on WKAC. When things go wrong, State Farm is here to help life go right. And Agent Michael Howell is the one who can help get things back on track. See Michael for your auto, home, life, health, property, and business insurance, and be ready for those unexpected twists that life throws at you. Ask about banking and annuities, too. Call State Farm Agent Michael Howell at 232-5400. Visit him online at michaelhowell.net or go see him at 903 South Clinton Street in Athens. State Farm Agent Michael Howell. There when things go wrong, here to help life go right. Real estate, real easy. That's the motto at Innovative Realty Solutions, and providing the highest quality real estate services is their mission. With sound real estate advice, the latest information, and a skilled analysis of the real estate market, Innovative Realty Solutions offers a better home buying and selling experience with a fair, ethical, and, yes, innovative process. Innovative Realty Solutions. Visit them on Facebook, online at innovativerealtysolutions.com, at 100 North Clinton Street in Athens, or call 230-5950. Innovative Realty Solutions. Real estate, real easy.
This is Bella LaFontaine with Crown Service Termite and Pest Control. We take care of all the basics. We take care of cockroaches, ants, wasps. As far as rodents go, most places they'll trap or poison, and that's the end of it. What we do is we're actually going to find the entry points, and we're going to take care of that for you. We do a lot of work with a lot of realtors here in town to bring houses to the closing table. So one of the big things about us is that we're not a sales company. We are a service provider. So we're not looking to meet a sales quota. We're looking to get a house ready to go to closing and get our customers taken care of. This is Bella LaFontaine, Crown Service Termite and Pest Control. We are located at 3413 6th Avenue in Huntsville, Alabama. Phone number is 256-701-7095.
Daly & Son Car Care is Ardmore's only one-stop auto repair and tire shop. Whether it's major mechanic or brake work or routine maintenance like an oil change or lube job, Daly & Son Car Care has been satisfying customers all over with their fast and friendly service. They're also your headquarters for quality Cooper tires. Stop by and see Wayne, Nikki, or Dale at 25600 Main Street in Ardmore, Tennessee, or call them at 931-427-4651. They're on Facebook, too. Daly & Son Car Care, open Monday through Friday, 7:30 till 5, and Saturday, 7:30 till noon. Quality Vinyl is on your side. Quality Vinyl in Athens has been in business since 1987, offering great prices and service the whole time. What has changed is the technology of their products. From vinyl siding and shutters, sunrooms and screen rooms, to doors, windows, columns, and rails. Quality Vinyl, located on the corner of Highway 72 and Reed Road in Athens, just 6 miles west of I-65. Call 232-2665 or visit them online at qualityvinyl.net. Quality Vinyl is on your side.
Hey, this is Rusty Brand, head coach of the Athens Bible School varsity boys basketball team, and you are listening to Applebee's Tailgate Talk.
And welcome back to Applebee's Tailgate Talk. Ladies and gentlemen, Tom McClung, old Tomcat here alongside Tojo J. Vassar, Coach Clint Legg. It's 11:03 in the morning, and we've got the head baseball coach of the East Limestone High School Indians, Bradley Craig, joining us. Coach Craig.
Hey, how y'all doing today?
We good. Why are you so close to Clint over there?
I don't. Well, He comes down our North Hall a lot of times.
Yeah.
Him and Michael
Does
Kavner.
he walk like this when he's coming down?
He's the boss. It's like Vince McMahon coming down.
And does he walk beside Cav?
Oh yeah,
really?
Yeah, he comes down there, Coach Cav and me. And,
the dangerous part about that is you've got two lefties side by side in the same room. That could really affect nature's ecology if you're not careful.
I just sit back and listen to their rock knowledge that they have, and it's just them playing music all the time, and it's great.
Cav and I play a good bit.
Oh yeah,
he used to play in the past together. I love that dude.
Yes,
he's bailed me out. I've bailed him out.
Yeah, he's a great history teacher too.
Yeah,
wow, he can teach history to those kids.
Absolutely. Well, we've talked about each other well enough. Let's talk about baseball now.
Okay,
that game where they pitch and they throw. lollygag over to first base. You lollygag to home plate.
Sometimes we catch it and throw it, but yeah.
What's that make you, Larry?
Yeah,
lollygaggers.
Yep.
Sorry, I've been doing my Bull Durham
all day long. It's that time. It's that time of the year.
It's the church of baseball. That's right. So how's your team doing? Pitching, everybody?
We're doing pretty good. Right now we're 3-10. We've played a lot of quality opponents that, it just leads you up to area play. And our guys are doing a great job. They continue to work every day. I love my team. 3-10 or 13-0. I love my team right now, and I love their work ethic. And, all this rain right now, I was doing some number crunching, and of JV, middle school, and varsity for the first half of the season, because we're at spring break right now, we've had 37 games rained out or snowed out.
Oh, my goodness.
Wow. And then 6 games canceled because you got to move around for area opponents.
Right.
So, and then I was looking at the varsity schedule. Of the first 18 games of our schedule, we've had 10 rained out.
Wow, dude.
10 rained out or snowed out. So, just being able to get on the field to play 13 has been wonderful.
Yeah, and one of them was the game with West. We were supposed to do it
done over there at Toyota Field.
Yep, that track
yeah, thanks a lot, Coach.
Yeah. Yeah, we had to go to West for that one. Yeah, Coach Griffin does an awesome job at West Limestone.
Now, speaking of West and East, the total opposite of each other, polar opposites back when 1983, 82, because West Limestone had that short field. I mean, I put one over the light post down there one time against Ardmore, but it's the short field. And East Limestone, just the opposite, 390 feet to center field fence, and I hit the farthest ball I've ever hit in my life, and it bounced and hit the fence.
Well, now it's the opposite.
Now everybody's got mostly equal fields now. So.
Yeah, Coach Griffin was the assistant for me for about 7 years.
Really?
And he is doing an amazing job. And West Limestone, their new field down there, it can rain all day today, and they'll be able to play tomorrow.
Really?
Yes, it drains.
They done well with it, huh?
Yes, it drains amazing. And Coach Griffin does a great job over there, and he's told me, Coach, we can play today. And I'm like, Griff, we're fishing in left field at my place, and we're going to be able to play at your place. Yeah, we're going to be able to play. Yep.
I've known Ryan ever since he was this tall.
Really?
Yeah. He was our neighbor.
Okay. Well, that was like me and Judd met as a Tanner baseball coach.
Yep.
You want to go some other differences in East and West as well?
Well, you're talking to the East Limestone baseball coach.
We're talking baseball.
You're talking about the East Limestone baseball coach, and I graduated from West Limestone.
Yeah.
That's where I went to school.
That's right. Yep. What year did you graduate?
I graduated in 2000.
Okay.
Yep. I played for Jeff Pugh his last year at West Limestone.
I don't know that.
He was my head football coach. Yep.
I knew you looked familiar, but I just couldn't place it.
Yep.
But I know now. I do know now.
Yep.
And my son graduated there in 2008.
Okay. Yep.
You're shaking your head, Joe. He looks like he's fixing to say something very prophetic.
I always remember playing down there at West, down in that bottom.
Down in that bottom. Skeeters that big around.
Yeah. That was our PE field.
Yes.
We played at the park when I was in high school.
Right.
But the PE field was the one down at the bottom, and you didn't go in the dugouts. I mean, none of the kids went down in the dugouts on that bottom field down there. But I think that's where the softball field is now.
It's the softball field now, and it's very, very, very,
nice.
very well coiffed.
Yes.
They done well with that one.
Somber note, how much you miss Bama Zach?
I tell you, you might get me tore up right now.
No tears on Tailgate Talk.
I was, that's the whole thing I thought about the whole way here, because this is, I've been coaching at East Limestone for 9 years now, or 8 years now, and it's the first time I've ever done it without him.
Really?
First time I've ever done Tailgate Talk without him here. And a lot of people don't know that, I'm an assistant coach on the football team, but, every Friday night, coaches stay there for a long time.
Mm-hmm.
And we do laundry.
Yeah.
And Bama Zach and Jay and me, we would stay there to 1 o'clock in the morning. And just that little bit of time, Friday night away games or home games, I'm going to miss that.
Yeah.
Because a lot of us have said it over and over again, but, Bama Zach made everybody better.
He did. He made everybody a better person.
Yeah. And he made sure
you knew
he loved you.
Exactly.
All the time. And I told Jay, I said, Jay, you can't go nowhere because the next Friday night, I mean, I may be back here in the laundry room crying my eyes out, but you got to be in there with me.
Hey, get it out, brother, if you have to.
Yep.
And he was always good for a laugh.
Yes, he was. Yes, he was.
Now, Coach Legg, I'm going to ask you this. This is about Bama Zach.
Oh, gosh. Here we go.
No, this is straight up. It's nothing. How did y'all get him to say Larry's pistol and Pong? Or was that just something that he said one day and y'all called him?
We were talking about buying a gun. And, of course, Zach wouldn't own any kind of gun from BB to Pop. He's like, well, what?
He wouldn't even have a cap gun.
And I go, man, I'm gonna stop by up here at Bradford. I know Marty works in there. He goes, hey, don't forget there's also Larry's pistol and Pong. That's awesome.
Yeah, Bama Zach, it was just, thank you, Coach Legg, because when Coach Legg got the assistant principal job.
That's right. He drug him over from East Limestone, didn't he?
I'll never forget
from Ardmore, man.
I'll never forget. He walked into Coach Pugh's office, and he's like, well, I guess I'll help y'all now. And it was wonderful. It was wonderful. And, just having him there with us all the time. And, he loved everybody.
Yep.
And, I just can't express how much I'm grateful for the time that I had with him.
Yeah.
And he just made you better.
I bet he even loved them Georgia fans after y'all went down there and set them boys down.
No, he didn't.
You don't think he did?
No, he didn't.
I can just picture him stomping with you two big guys behind him and going, that's him right there.
That was the beginning of a lifelong friendship for me and Anthony Green.
Harold Anthony also.
What would be so funny is they'd be heading to the car to leave the game, which we stayed, tailgating, watching games later on.
Yeah.
And he'd be the last one. He'd be just walking up that street, just trotting. They'd be a mile away ahead of him, trying to get to the car.
He's probably afraid they're going to leave him.
And thank God Jay was there when they come towed my truck away when me and Zach went alone down there. That didn't turn out too good for that tow truck guy. Zach made me better that day too, because he told me, did you threaten that guy? I can't believe you threatened him. I said, I promised him I'm going to get him, Zach. No, dude, you can't talk like that.
Then the next week he told me, he said, I'm going to find that guy and get it. He's like, no, you don't need to do that, dude. You administration now, dude. You can't do that.
You administration now, dude.
Yeah, buddy.
There's the guy.
Oh, man.
Yeah, that's him right there.
That's the guy.
Oh, man. So, let's go get back into baseball a little bit. When's your next game?
Well, next week, this year we've got a 5-team area. We have Lee, May Jemison, Ardmore, us, and Madison Academy. So you draw out when you play. So we drawed out our off week with a 5-team area. Somebody's always got an off week the week before spring break and drawed Ardmore our spring break. So we've got Ardmore, Madison Academy was last week. So we've got Ardmore, then we've got Madison Academy, then we got Lee. And that's your year.
That's your year.
It's about 3 more years. So we've got to, this is the most important series we got coming up, and Ardmore's very good.
They are very good.
Very good. They play big time teams, big time schools, and when you go into area play, it doesn't matter your record. Yeah. Right. I mean, right now you're 0-0, and you got to go win game 1. If you don't win game 1, you have to win game 2.
Yep.
So, we always used to say in college, you've got to be able to sweep or split. Yeah. Wherever you're at. If you're at home, you better sweep at home, and if you're on the road, you better split on the road. Because baseball is a lot different than other sports that way, because you got to go win a series to even get a chance to go in the playoffs.
That was Bobby Cox's philosophy.
You got to win the series. You got to
Yeah.
win the series to even have a chance to get in the playoffs. And those first 2 games are the most important. And we're gonna have a couple good days of practice and try to get ready for Ardmore, who's very good, good team.
One good thing about Lee is how it's changed is when I was coaching football there, we had about 3 guys that were, I'd say, decent baseball players when I was coaching football there. We had Kyle Rose, who signed with the Braves, and he's with the minor league organization, one of the fastest guys around the bases the Braves had. Buddy Bashirs played on the team, and some little guy that
Nobody's ever heard of that guy.
Halfway thrower named Craig
Kimbrell. Yeah, he's terrible.
And
Maybe,
And a lot of people, Butch Weaver at Lee, he is amazing. I mean, a lot of people don't realize that he has 2 Hall of Famers that was his assistant coaches, and Butch Weaver does an amazing job. So in our area, you got to go win, and you got to go perform to go win because they are so good.
Exactly.
Yep.
Speaking of that Ardmore game, I've got it down on the schedule. I don't have a play-by-play person that signed up for it yet.
What's the date?
What's the day?
It's Tuesday.
4:30 at East Limestone.
Crud. I can't. Sorry.
Yep.
If I can get out of practice,
just kind of throwing that out there. I mean,
if I can get out of practice, that's
usually
our practice. Talk about your senior. How many seniors you got?
We have 6 seniors this year. They have done a great job being the leaders on the team and leading by example. And, even though our record hasn't seemed that way, they have done a wonderful job we lost 2 games at home to Priceville. All right. Monday, we get ready to go. And it's a different team. I mean, it's a different team that walked out of that gate that just showed up. And that attributes to those guys. Right. Because, as the head coach, you get pulled in a million different directions. You don't know what's going on in the locker room. You don't know what's going on in the classrooms. I mean, I teach 9th grade world history. So I don't know what they're talking about and what they're saying about, but I can tell as soon as they walk through the gate.
Yeah, if they're ready or not.
If those guys walk through the gate, I know that these guys right here, and I've told Coach Legg this before. Kirk Herbstreit said when Alabama and Michigan State played a couple years ago in the playoff, Kirk Herbstreit said Bama's subs were in at the end of the game. And Herbstreit said when the players have control of the team and are the leaders on the team, nobody can stop them.
That's right.
Nobody can stop them. And that's what I try to teach our guys all the time. And this group right here, things hadn't went our way so far this year, but I know Monday when we go to practice, because I've seen these guys enough for all this time, they're going to be ready. They're going to be ready for practice, and they're going to be ready to put in our game plan that we've got for Ardmore.
That's great. Coach, wish you the best of luck.
Yeah. Thank you.
Yeah. Thank you very much for joining us. Ladies and gentlemen, it's time to take a break. You've been listening to Applebee's Tailgate Talk on WKAC, the Big 1080.
Look for Tailgate Talk on Facebook. Just search for Tailgate Talk and make the connection. Call or text us with your comments during the show at 256-812-1848. We'll be back with more Applebee's Tailgate Talk on WKAC. Since 1998, Ardmore Family Medical Clinic has served the area faithfully, but they don't just care about people, they care about the environment too. Ardmore Family Medical Clinic is equipped with solar panels that provide power not only to the clinic, but supply energy to the TVA grid, making it the only grid-independent business in town. Ardmore Family Medical Clinic is taking Ardmore into the future while taking care of what ails you right now. Ardmore Family Medical Clinic, 25495 Main Street in Ardmore, Tennessee. Call 931-427-6969.
Limestone Drug, located on the square in downtown Athens, is your local Health Mart pharmacy. As your local Health Mart pharmacy, Limestone Drug is locally owned and has a personal commitment to the community. Limestone Drug honors prescription drug plans, including Medicare. They accept flex spending cards and fill prescriptions in minutes, not hours. Limestone Drug knows there's nothing more important than your family's well-being. So shop Limestone Drug at 200 West Market Street in Athens. Your local Health Mart pharmacy. Limestone Drug, caring for you and about you.
Come see all your friends at Applebee's in Athens, Highway 72 West, just off I-65. 12 minutes guaranteed or it's free Monday through Friday, 11 a.m. to 3 p.m. 7 items to choose from. Can't make it for lunch? Visit them for happy hour, 3 p.m. to 7 p.m. or late night. Half-price appetizers with beverage purchase, 6 appetizers to choose from. One of your favorite teams is sure to be playing on the big screen, too. See you tomorrow at Applebee's Neighborhood Grill, Highway 72 Athens, just off I-65.
Ardmore Telephone Company has been operating right here in your community since the 1950s. Over the years, we've brought you advanced communication services such as telephone, high-speed internet, and security systems. And going forward, we'll be right here ready to provide you with innovative services and the high level of customer service you've come to expect. At Ardmore Telephone, our proof is the test of time, running decades deep. We're Ardmore Telephone, and we are here to stay. For more details, call 1-800-830-9946 or visit ardmore.net.
Keep up with local school, travel, youth, and amateur sports throughout the week with the Play Action Sports Update. Listen weekday mornings at 7:30 and weekday afternoons at 1:30 and 3:30 as we bring you the latest scores, news, and announcements from Limestone County and surrounding communities. That's the Play Action Sports Update 3 times a day, Monday through Friday on 1080 WKAC.
Hello, this is Calvin Smith, former world record holder in the 100 meters, 1984 and 88 Olympian, and former Alabama track athlete. And you're listening to Tailgate Talk.
And welcome back to Applebee's Tailgate Talk, ladies and gentlemen. Tom McClung, old Tomcat here, alongside Tojo J. Vassar. Coach, exhale. What you doing, yoga over there, man? Coach Clint Legg. Producer extraordinaire, Tim Lambert.
Thinking about Zach.
Thinking about Zach, man. I know. Great conversations. Great guy. Great fella. What am I talking about right now? I don't know. We got Bristol coming up on dirt. Winston. I'm aging myself now. The Cup cars are.
It's going to have sinus infections when all that dust flying around.
They've got enclosed helmets with fresh air and filters and stuff. No, so they won't. Little punks. Don't do like Todd. Them suckers don't. They got the best Cadillac to drive around the track like this.
How many dump trucks they say brought in there dirt?
Oh, there's no telling. That's a half a mile, 33-degree banked speedway, man. There's no telling how many.
They said it was 50 years ago since they did it the last time.
Mm-hmm. Since and that was on a dirt track, not an asphalt track or a cement track. It's been.
Can you imagine? They said we're going to do this at Talladega.
Oh Lord! No.
When they found all that red dirt
to the drivers good or whatever, they're talking about how much fun they're having now. They didn't think racing could be that much fun.
Yeah.
Again, but yeah, that's a half-mile high bank dirt track. The closest one I've seen to it is I think Eldora is wider, but it's more like if you're a racing fan, you ever been up to Bulls Gap, Tennessee?
Yeah,
that's a half a mile high bank. And
what's Moulton's?
Moulton's is a third of a mile, but it's flat, more of like a D shape.
I ain't been there in years.
Yeah, I used to love that track. We had a car that I got from a guy in Kentucky. It was flat, and it was a leaf spring car. And first time I drove it down there at Moulton, I'm like, we were hot lapping. And man, I said, look, are we still on green flag? Because I'm passing guys right and left. Get that car down there, man. It was low and it had those leaf springs on it. Get that sucker, hit the brake, and that sucker would slide and sit, and it just check it all the way around the corner. But, yeah, I love that track. I enjoyed North Alabama Speedway when I was racing street stocks. But I got in late model. I couldn't make a turn.
I've never been to Huntsville. I've
never been to Huntsville. It's not dirt.
But I want to go to Nashville now since the Cup's going to be up there.
Cup's going to be up
June.
There. Yes, they are.
It's Father's Day weekends when it's going to be up there.
Is it? Okay.
Yeah. And then the old fairgrounds track, they're going to run up there again, I think.
They are. Yeah, somebody's putting some money into the Nashville racing scene.
I think Dale Jr., he's committed to it, yeah.
Yeah, you get Earnhardt's name on it, it'll be fine. It will be fine.
I can't believe Marty Robbins used to be a.
Oh, absolutely, he was good, man.
Him and Red Farmer and Davey and Donnie Alice.
Speaking of Red, you heard about the tornado that hit his house.
Yeah,
blowed his race car trailer off, and the tree fell on it. So, but him and his wife are fine. They're missing some siding, but
I said Davey and Donnie. I meant Donnie and
Bobby.
Bobby.
Yes,
yeah. And it was Father's Day when Bobby got hurt at Pocono.
At Pocono, yep.
And he never was the same afterwards.
No, I'm sure would. I got to meet Donnie. I never got to meet Bobby. I got to meet Donnie a couple of times. He would sit in there. Those tire guys that I went to Mexico City with, I rode in the cab of a truck with a couple of them. You know, we were all big buds and everything.
Yeah.
But those guys had been there since the 70s.
Yeah.
I mean, they'd be in there taking a break. And Donnie Allison come in and sit down. I was like, hey, man, how you doing? Man, they just sit there and rear back and talk. And, you know, it's probably not a good thing, but, I mean, I didn't get into NASCAR with Goodyear until after Earnhardt got killed. So if I'd have been there before Earnhardt, they wouldn't have got nothing out of me. I'd have been hanging out at Earnhardt's pits, at his truck, at his garage stall.
That was my favorite part of racing. Donnie and Cale Yarborough got into it.
It was hilarious. My dad was there, man, but I wasn't there. But we were in the living room watching it, and we see you see the big wreck there with Donnie and Cale, and they're bouncing off each other. My dad's, "You sorry," and next there'll be a fight after that. I guarantee you there'll be them two. Next thing you know, here comes Bobby down there, and Bobby and Cale. It wasn't even Donnie; it was Bobby that was fighting him. My goodness, what that was days when they raced. They got out with their goggles on and had tire smut all around them.
I had a buddy of mine. Him and his dad used to go. They'd sit in the tribal there on the front stretch of Talladega.
Yeah.
And his dad was a huge Dale Jarrett fan, and he had bought a white Citgo Dale Jarrett hat.
Yeah.
And after the race, that thing was just solid black with all that tire soot on there.
Yep. That's what they call that. Excuse me, the Goodyear tan, I think is what they used to call it.
Tim, we talking about NASCAR. That lady ought to call in. We could field her questions.
Which lady is this?
It was a lady called the studio. We're up there at the penthouse doing the show, and then she called. Well, no, we want to talk NASCAR.
That's right. I forgot about her. Yeah, so I'm wondering how they're going to do. The track's not going to be wet. It'll be pretty dry.
Well, all this rain we having this weekend.
Yeah, it could be. I didn't think about that, because when we race in Super or any, you don't have a front windshield.
Yeah.
So you put your tear offs on your helmet.
Yeah.
And then if you, especially early in the race, everybody's up there close together, muds. You reach, you grab a tear off, you're trying to drive out of turn 2 with one hand.
Are you like Stroker Ace while you driving around through it?
No. But I'm wondering how they're going to do, because their tear offs are on their windshield.
Yeah.
Yeah. So, but I don't know, unless they do something crazy and remove the windows out. I don't know. I've not been able to sit down and actually watch them, but this time. But I'm planning on it, depending on how much whether we get to call that baseball game tonight or not.
I know it'll be fun.
Oh, yes, it's going to be fun. The race is, I believe it's on Fox Sunday.
Yeah.
And 1 o'clock or something, so that will be a hoot.
You think Jeff and Clint Boyd want to got back in there and just to do this one race? I'm anxious to see how
Clint's an old
I'm anxious to see how Jimmy does in IRL. He's racing.
Yeah, that's right. He is getting into Indy, isn't he? I guarantee he'll do well at it.
And then they're having that Grand Prix through Nashville in August.
Really?
Downtown streets of Nashville.
I did not know that.
Yeah. August 3rd or 4th, something like that.
And it's Indy?
Yeah.
That might be worth a road trip right there.
Yeah. They might not make it through 2nd Avenue.
It might not make it through 2nd Avenue, is right.
It may still be closed off, but still.
Yeah. Oh, man. Uh-oh, he's putting his headphones on now. No, I thought you were going to talk a little bit. No, okay. So is it time to take a break? All right, ladies and gentlemen, we're gonna take a quick break and be right back. Hey, we're just getting started. The fun's not over yet. Hang around. You're listening to Applebee's Tailgate Talk on WKAC, the Big 1080.
Download the Tailgate Talk app and get 4 apps in one. You can hear Applebee's Tailgate Talk every Saturday morning at 10, Athens High Sports from WKAC Sports, Limestone County and James Clemens Sports from Play Action Sports, or your favorite oldies on WKAC. Applebee's Tailgate Talk will be right back.
This is Todd the Bod at Applebee's Tailgate Talk. Y'all know how great I sound every week on the radio. You can't imagine how good I look from getting my hair cut from Tammy and all the girls at Shireman's Barbershop. Please go see them at 115 North Marion Street and tell them Todd the Bod sent you.
Smith's Heating and Cooling in Elkmont is your friendly local contractor servicing most brands of equipment and proudly installing industry-leading Rheem systems. Whether it's an air conditioner, gas furnace, heat pump, or indoor air quality system, Smith's Heating and Cooling takes pride pride in their exceptional installation and 24/7 customer service after the fact. They offer financing too. Call 777-5450 today to schedule an appointment or a free no-obligation consultation. Smith's Heating and Cooling. Call 777-5450. Visit them on Facebook or online at smithsheatingandcoolingllc.com. If you're looking for that special gift for that special someone, it's waiting for you at Tammy's Fine Jewelry in Athens, a boutique jewelry store offering designs to fit your individual style, from classic to contemporary. Tammy's Fine Jewelry has bridal and gemstone jewelry just for you. Whether you want to spend $10,000 or $10,000, you get the same friendly service. Visit them on Facebook or just come fall in love at Tammy's Fine Jewelry, 206 West Market Street in Athens. Real estate, real easy. That's the motto at Innovative Realty Solutions, and providing the highest quality real estate services is their mission. With sound real estate advice, the latest information, and a skilled analysis of the real estate market, Innovative Realty Solutions offers a better home buying and selling experience with a fair, ethical, and, yes, innovative process. Innovative Realty Solutions. Visit them on Facebook, online at innovativerealtysolutions.com, at 100 North Clinton Street in Athens, or call 230-5950. Innovative Realty Solutions. Real estate, real easy.
This is Bella LaFontaine with Crown Service Termite and Pest Control. We take care of all the basics. We take care of cockroaches, ants, wasps. As far as rodents go, most places they'll trap or poison, and that's the end of it. What we do is we're actually going to find the entry points, and we're going to take care of that for you. We do a lot of work with a lot of realtors here in town to bring houses to the closing table. So one of the big things about us is that we're not a sales company. We are a service provider. So we're not looking to meet a sales quota. We're looking to get a house ready to go to closing and get our customers taken care of. This is Bella LaFontaine, Crown Service Termite and Pest Control. We are located at 3413 6th Avenue in Huntsville, Alabama. Phone number is 256-701-7095.
Quality Vinyl is on your side. Quality Vinyl in Athens has been in business since 1987, offering great prices and service the whole time. What has changed is the technology of their products. From vinyl siding and shutters, sunrooms and screen rooms, to doors, windows, columns, and rails. Quality Vinyl, located on the corner of Highway 72 and Reed Road in Athens, just 6 miles west of I-65. Call 232-2665 or visit them online at qualityvinyl.net. Quality Vinyl is on your side. WKAC wants to recognize our local athletes, and you can help. Go to WKAC1080.com throughout the school year and click on the Tailgate Talk icon to vote for the Applebee's Neighborhood Athlete of the Week. The winner will receive a gift card from Applebee's Neighborhood Grill and a t-shirt from Gotcha Covered Screen Printing and more. Submit your own nominations for future polls, too. While you're there, check out the Tailgate Talk archives and see what you might have missed. That's the Applebee's Neighborhood Athlete of the Week. Cast your vote today from Applebee's Neighborhood Grill and 1080 WKAC.
Hey, this is UNA women's basketball coach Missy Tiber, and you're listening to Applebee's Tailgate Talk.
I'm all about the action. 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 I said I'm all about that action.
And welcome back to Applebee's Tailgate Talk, ladies and gentlemen. Tom McClung, Old Time Cat here. It's alongside Coach Clint Legg, producer extraordinaire Tim Lambert. Jay had to bug out. Slade had a baseball practice, so they had to go and do the fun stuff on the dirt. But we've got our main man, Swami of the SEC, AP Steadham, on with us. AP, welcome to the show.
Hey, good morning. Good morning. So glad to be on Applebee's Tailgate Talk, WKAC 1080 AM, Athens, Alabama.
So the big thing coming up, Alabama in the Sweet 16.
Oh, I can't wait. Alabama's playing UCLA. I believe this is the 6th time. They played them one other time in the tournament that I recall. It was a tight game with Ronald Steele and that group missing by a couple of points. But Alabama's got to stop Jaime Jaquez, Johnny Juzang, Cody Riley, and Jules Bernard. They have three players about 6'6", but I think Alabama's athletes are a little bit better, and they're just as skilled, if not more. So I believe Alabama's going to win this game. They got too much speed. UCLA likes to slow it down, grind you. Alabama likes to get out there and play fast and up tempo. But it'll be a competitive game, because at this point you're in the Sweet 16. The teams are playing well, no matter their records in the past.
Yes, and UCLA, if they slip up now, they could be a bracket buster right here because they played their way in from the first four.
Oh my goodness! Yeah, beat Michigan State in that 11-11 game. 86-80. I think that game was high scoring.
Yep.
Maybe an overtime or two. And it was interesting. I got a chance to speak to Jaden Shackelford this week. Asked him about competing against some of those players, or he knew them from the circuit, AAU circuit. He said he played against Tiger Campbell, the point guard, for like 8 years or something like that. Tiger's not been shooting the ball very well. The last 20 shots from three-point land, he's only hit 4, 25%. So maybe they can back off him until he shows that he can hit that shot, give him a slight advantage, little help defense for them. But he's also has a trainer in common with Johnny Juzang in Los Angeles, right? How does that happen? Somebody from the East Coast, New Jersey, has the same trainer as the player in Los Angeles. That's strange, right?
These players can go anywhere and everywhere. I mean, trainers can go anywhere and everywhere this day.
Right.
So there's some big name guards in the transfer portal right now. One transfer from Missouri that they're talking about that Auburn and a couple other teams are they're going after them hot and heavy.
Right, this is the season of discontent, and it stretches from coast to coast, right?
It is.
So,
it is.
I mean, and it's very interesting. I know some players who may be coming out of high school with offers, but they're holding, in place right now because they're waiting for all these transfers to move around and maybe then make a decision. Because if you have some upperclassmen coming out to the situation, they might have an advantage. So, you got to pick and choose your spot. So this transfer portal, I think this is like wasn't Charlie O. Finley? He wanted this, right? He wanted the free agency, sign a contract for 1 year and then move on.
Right.
I think that's his goal. Yeah. So Charlie, wherever you are, you got your wish.
I believe just looking at it right now, I was thinking about the guard Xavier Pinson, I believe the one that is transferring that Auburn's high on, but also this cat right here. I'm scrolling down a little bit. One of their his sophomore power forward Parker Braun just 2 hours ago, 1 hour ago is entering the transfer portal.
Yeah.
So it's and Auburn had one Jamaris Johnson.
Yeah.
Ended up at UAB.
Yeah, Jamal Johnson. Yeah,
Jamal
that's
Johnson.
The son of Alabama legend Bug Johnson. Yeah, that's Jamal, a good guard. I think Jamal, in the last 2 or 3 games, they let him play the point, and he produced quite well, actually.
Done well.
So
yes.
I think Andy Kennedy is going to be the benefactor for the Alabama players that maybe have left the state or in the state and they're looking for a new home. I think he's going to have his choice there at UAB.
That's great. Tim, you got anything?
Well, we were talking about UCLA a while ago, and
yes.
You talked to a guy.
I know where you're going.
That played a few years at UCLA, and from what you tell me, it was kind of hard to drag anything out of him.
Oh, yeah, we really had to pry and prompt him for sure. Oh, the redhead, Bill Walton, the UCLA and NBA legend. He was quite the talker that day. We had a lot of fun with him. I told him a story. I'll tell your audience. John Wooden, when he retired in 1975, won his last of his 10th championship in San Diego. I think that game was played actually against Kentucky. And he broadcast 3 games that I know of. And one of them was the Alabama-Tennessee game in February 28th, I think it was, or 29th, 1976. It was a double overtime victory for Alabama, 93-90 over Ernie Grunfeld and Bernard King, the Ernie and Bernie show. And he came down to Tuscaloosa, and I was privileged to be there. But it's quite interesting. Of all the places he chose to come, the Wizard of Westwood came to Tuscaloosa, and Bill Walton told me he did not like that name, Wizard of Westwood.
Really?
No, he didn't care for that. I think it took away from the team concept. He was, it's the coach and the team, not just the wizard.
Right.
So the Wizard of Oz is safe.
That's good. The man behind the curtain is still safe.
Right. But yeah, Bill was entertaining, and he's always enthusiastic and has a lot of passion for the sport and people and life. And it was just interesting to speak to him. I'll tell you a funny story. I was at the Naismith Memorial Basketball Hall of Fame following the inductions one year. They had 3 UCLA players, and you won't find it in any other Hall of Fame, 3 from the same school. They had Don Barksdale, the first African-American to play for UCLA, Jamal Wilkes, the great slick, silky smooth forward that played for the Lakers, had 37 points in that game. Magic Johnson had 42 against the 76ers, I think, in that 6th game to win the NBA championship. And then the third player was Reggie Miller.
Yes.
So I was there representing somebody from Reggie's hometown, Riverside, California, and Cheryl Miller. I had never met her, and I was excited to meet Cheryl. And she grabbed Reggie and brought him over because this was from the hometown, and did the interview. And then I approached Bill Walton in the line and on the red carpet. I said, Bill, did you ever envision Reggie Miller being in the Naismith Memorial Basketball Hall of Fame? He paused for a moment and looked at me seriously and said, Reggie Miller? He couldn't beat his sister.
Yeah. And that's probably why he was so good. He had to play against Cheryl every day as kids.
Oh, I'm telling you, yeah, there's the famous story. They're in the car coming home after they both played, one on the road, one at home, and Reggie had a big night, maybe in 40 points or something. He was telling Cheryl all about it and going on, and then finally he asked Cheryl, well, Cheryl, how did you do this evening? She said, well, I did pretty good. Reggie. Well, all right, well, how many points did you score? 40? No, not quite. 50? No. 60? No, she says, I scored 100.
Wow.
Yeah, so he couldn't top his sister that night for sure.
No, definitely not.
No. But this will be a good game, Alabama and UCLA, because like I said, from here on out, everybody's confident. Everybody's thinking, I'm getting to the Final Four. And Nate Oates, in his second year, brought this dynamic style of play. He has the depth. He has the players with the skills. And, can you continue on through the years? That's the question mark for me, because I think you need a lot of versatility and many, many shooters, because if you're going to concentrate on that three-point line, we all know you can't do that every night. You need multiple shooters for that type of system.
Exactly.
I saw an article the other night about the Indiana job, which is now open, and they mentioned Nate Oates as a guy. I think in order, you heard that every year when Coach Saban, back when he first got to Alabama, from the Dallas Cowboys to everywhere else, Texas, and going there. I think though, AP, the key to keeping Nate Oates is tearing down that fossil Coleman Coliseum and building him something new, which I don't understand why Alabama don't do that anyway.
I don't see that happening. I really don't. I think they'll make every improvement they can in Coleman Coliseum. I happen to like Coleman Coliseum. I'm among a few, I guess. Maybe I'm in the minority on that view, maybe because that's where I walked through it. They received my diploma, so that's kind of a sentimental place for me. But I just think that I've been in many arenas across the country, and that's 15,000 people. Everyone has a good seat. Maybe they could do something with the lighting. I don't know, whatever they need to do. But I always liked it. So, you won't get much chatter from me about tearing it down.
Well, you sent me a text the other day about the $5 on the A-Day game, too.
Yes.
Yeah, well, I think, when everybody's having such a difficult time this past year and continue to try to survive, it's not the fact that you're paying $5, $10 to attend Alabama's A-Day game. It's just the appearance of, you mean to tell me that Alabama does not have any money? They need to reach out to people that are trying to go to a game. Maybe they don't even have the money to go to games, and so they're bringing their children, their families to see Alabama just play against themselves. We need to have them pay $5 to $10, and this is in a year where I think the athletic department asked you to submit your funds for your tickets as a donation without going to any games. And so I just think it's a bad look, bad optics for the University of Alabama, who makes hundreds of millions of dollars every year through the athletic program, especially through the football, we know. And I just think it's ill-advised.
Well, it comes off on the heels of Auburn opening their practice to the public for free early in the season. Just open it. Everybody, we're going to practice in Jordan-Hare. Y'all come on and watch practice. It'll be wide open for you.
Right. So some of the best coaches ever at Alabama, just to mention a few, Coach Bryant and Coach Stallings, they had a policy with the media in particular that was an open practice, and they seemed to win a few games, as I recall.
Yes, they did.
So this idea that we got to close down everything, we have to, we can't trust people, we can't address issues that might come up if somebody misspeaks. I don't buy it. I just think it's a copycat situation. You know, be yourself. You know, and I'm talking about Kirby Smart and all these other coaches who move away from Saban. You know, that's his method. You know, Belichick, all these people. Some of them, they haven't fared quite well, even by keeping closed mouth. Right? It has nothing to do. That has nothing to do with winning. You know, they want one voice and all those types of things. But like I said, Coach Bryant, Coach Stallings, they were very open with the media and allowed the press to be there, and things seemed to work out.
Yes,
I remember. I think it was last year. You know, I'd never been to an A-Day game, and I said something about the admission to the game, and Zach says, Bama Zach says, "Dude, they don't charge. That's free. They don't charge for the A-Day game." And I'm like, well, hey, man, I didn't know, you know. But
smart man.
Of course, he would have known.
He would have.
Yes, absolutely.
AP, I just wish Alabama would do a better job A-Day game day of, you know, they play softball versus Florida at 1. The A-Day game starts at 12. And they play Auburn in baseball, which would be a good way to figure out how to make it to where you could go to everything.
Each opportunity.
I don't understand it.
Yeah. Yeah, you think somebody would address that situation, you know, maximize the people that will be in town who come from long distances, and you can gain new fans that way as well. Absolutely, I think they're missing some marketing opportunities for sure.
Well, AP, good luck Sunday against UCLA and all the Bama fans out there. I'm not going to say those two ugly words, but I will say good luck. Hope your team wins.
I appreciate it. Yeah, we're hoping that they win a couple games. We sure would like to go to the Final Four. You know, I've been there in the past, but I'd like to see the team wearing the crimson and white one time in my life.
And if you go to the Final Four, make sure you don't get that ref that don't know how to call a double dribble. So we've been there, done that.
I hear you. Don't try to avoid those type of things.
Exactly. Thanks, AP. Appreciate it.
Thank you so much. My pleasure. Thank you. Bye-bye now.
And ladies and gentlemen, that's our Swami of the SEC, Mr. AP Steadham. It's time to take a break. We'll be right back. You're listening to Applebee's Tailgate Talk on WKAC, the Big 1080.
AP Steadham, Heisman Trophy voter, Maxwell Award voter, and Biletnikoff Award voter can be heard every week on From the Press Box with AP on WHEP AM and FM in Foley, Alabama. He can also be found on Facebook and Twitter. We'll be back with more Applebee's Tailgate Talk on WKAC. If you're running out of space and a yard sale just isn't an option, Midpoint Storage and Buddy Box Storage gives you the choice. Midpoint Storage on Highway 72 East has traditional or climate-controlled units along with spaces for your boat or RV. Buddy Box offers convenient, secured, portable storage units delivered right to your home. They're both locally owned, too. Call 256-800-4249. Look for them on Facebook or online at midpoint.storage.com or buddyboxstorage.com. It's a win-win situation. Midpoint Storage and Buddy Box Storage. 256-800-4249. When things go wrong, State Farm is here to help life go right. And Agent Michael Howell is the one who can help get things back on track. See Michael for your auto, home, life, health, property, and business insurance, and be ready for those unexpected twists that life throws at you. Ask about banking and annuities, too. Call State Farm Agent Michael Howell at 232-5400. Visit him online at michaelhowell.net or go see him at 903 South Clinton Street in Athens. State Farm Agent Michael Howell. There when things go wrong, here to help life go right. P4 Physical Therapy is a new outpatient provider offering community-based care with a unique partnership model that allows them to consistently deliver world-class outpatient care, emphasizing personalized hands-on treatment. Whether it's orthopedic, physical, geriatric, or manual therapy, sports or neuro rehab, telehealth, or most any type of muscle or joint pain, P4 Physical Therapy promises to treat you with integrity, compassion, faithfulness, and selflessness. Locations in Athens, Huntsville, and Winfield, Alabama, as well as Fayetteville and Knoxville, Tennessee. Look for them on Facebook or online at p4physicaltherapy.com.
This is Bella LaFontaine with Crown Service Termite and Pest Control. We take care of all the basics. We take care of cockroaches, ants, wasps. As far as rodents go, most places they'll trap or poison, and that's the end of it. What we do is we're actually going to find the entry points, and we're going to take care of that for you. We do a lot of work with a lot of realtors here in town to bring houses to the closing table. So one of the big things about us is that we're not a sales company. We are a service provider. So we're not looking to meet a sales quota. We're looking to get a house ready to go to closing and get our customers taken care of. This is Bella LaFontaine, Crown Service Termite and Pest Control. We are located at 3413 6th Avenue in Huntsville, Alabama. Phone number is 256-701-7095.
If you're looking to spruce up the look of your home or business, Usselton Landscaping can produce beautiful results, providing mowing and trimming, mulching and landscape design, brush clearing and tree cutting, drainage and water diversion, pressure washing, junk removal, storm and disaster cleanup, and many other services. Usselton Landscaping is a family-owned business focusing on building quality relationships with their customers. Visit their Facebook page and check out their work for satisfied customers, then call or text 874-1357 to see what they can do for you. Usselton Landscaping, 874-1357. Daly & Son Car Care is Ardmore's only one-stop auto repair and tire shop. Whether it's major mechanic or brake work or routine maintenance like an oil change or lube job, Daly & Son Car Care has been satisfying customers all over with their fast and friendly service. They're also your headquarters for quality Cooper tires. Stop by and see Wayne, Nikki, or Dale at 25600 Main Street in Ardmore, Tennessee, or call them at 931-427-4651. They're on Facebook too. Daly & Son Car Care, open Monday through Friday, 7:30 till 5, and Saturday, 7:30 till noon.
This is Todd the Bod at Applebee's Tailgate Talk. Y'all know how great I sound every week on the radio. You can't imagine how good I look from getting my hair cut from Tammy and all the girls at Shireman's Barbershop. Please go see them at 115 North Marion Street and tell them Todd the Bod sent you.
Ardmore Telephone Company has been operating right here in your community since the 1950s. Over the years, we've brought you advanced communication services such as telephone, high-speed internet, and security systems. And going forward, we'll be right here ready to provide you with innovative services and the high level of customer service you've come to expect. At Ardmore Telephone, our proof is the test of time, running decades deep. We're Ardmore Telephone, and we are here to stay. For more details, call 1-800-830-9946 or visit ardmore.net.
Hi, this is Jason Merovich, and you're listening to Applebee's Tailgate Talk.
And welcome back to not going to say what I was about to say. Nothing ugly or dirty. Welcome back to Applebee's Tailgate Talk, ladies and gentlemen. I was fixing to say welcome back to the Wizard of the Waterways, but we've got the Wizard of the Waterways.
Absolutely.
Donnie, Bedtime Story, on the phone right now. Hey, bud.
Hey, man. How y'all doing?
Well, I'm good. I'm wondering how the catfish is biting.
I don't know about the catfish today. I hadn't caught one. Thank goodness.
Now, have you ever been bass fishing and pulled a big old flathead out?
Oh, absolutely, a bunch of times.
Yeah, you don't throw them back. You put them in the thing to take home to eat, right? No.
You know, every once in a while I'll put a small one in and take back to eat. Them big guys, I don't want to fool them. I just let them go.
They good fighters, but I don't like to. You got to go in and do a lot of dissecting in there to get the mud out of them things. So.
That's right.
That's the truth. So what's happening? You got tournaments. You're into school stuff going on here. Talk about the waterways, brother.
Landon and I are fishing a little small wildcat tournament today. Actually, it's not a lot of boats. It's over at one. I chose it because my oldest son has prom tonight. But we got a few fish in the boat. Got some pretty good ones. I'm glad I brought him with me, to be honest with you.
Really?
But our high school season is underway. We've already kicked off, and we had a great start a couple of weeks ago on Gunnersville. As a team, we finished second overall. We had one boat that finished 10th and one that finished 13th. I think the other one was 16th. So that's a very good start to point. And the next two tournaments are on Pickwick and Wheeler, so we call them home too. So we're looking to have a great year. Hopefully as good a year as we had last year.
Now, Pickwick, that's up there in Tennessee, right?
No, actually, we put in at Florence.
Okay.
Florence at McFarland Park. That's right.
Okay, cool. I messed up on that one. I'm supposed to be knowledgeable about some of this stuff. That's great. Donnie, you never been out there and forgot to plug or anything, have you, in the boat? Because I have. I just wondered if you.
It's funny that you mentioned that because there was a guy that put in right behind us this morning that did forget his plug.
Oh, wow.
He had a lot of water in his boat before he got it out.
When the bilge pump needs to work overtime, right?
That's right.
So, you using when I fish my pond. It's stocked. It's cool. That's not a guarantee you're catching a big fish, but it's better than having to run miles of river to fish. So I'm using a rattle trap or a purple worm or something like that. When you're in these tournaments, I mean, is spin bait still, or is it a crankbaits? I remember the old pig on a jig. Used to. That's part of tournament fishing is being versatile, and that's one of the things we're trying to teach all of our kids to do. Be real versatile. And in fact, I caught my first fish this morning on a spinner bait. So yes, you should definitely keep catching them. And caught one on a rattle trap like you throwing in the pond this morning. And Landon, he went old school on me and caught our best fish on a plastic worm. So really, so it's still that's the options are there. If one's not necessarily working, you'll grab a pole and switch to another. Huh?
That's right. I always try to. I try to give them something moving early in the morning for sure because early in the morning they're going to feed. And then if it gets tough later in the day, sometimes you have to slow down and drag something on the bottom,
Right.
And pay attention to your conditions because that always dictates what the fish want.
So what's better for a clear water, would you say? A worm or a crankbait?
I like a crankbait in clear water, and really, a lot of times wherever you fish in the clear water, reel it a lot faster and make the bass react to it. That's one thing about bass fishing. They're not always there to eat, to feed. Sometimes you have to just make them react. Like you throw a right hook at somebody's nose, they're going to react to it. So that's kind of the same thing as throwing that bait over top of their head sometimes.
Right. Not necessarily hungry, but their defense mechanism kicks in, and they're going to go get it.
That's right. They don't like anything else that's smaller than them in the water, so they like to get after them.
Yeah. Go ahead, Clint.
It's a lot of pressure on Donnie because one of the stories has already won a championship ring this winter with bowling. So you better do something with that fishing team.
That's true.
There's no excuses.
You're right, man. Listen, you mentioned that. That's one of the greatest things I ever saw was watching my kids bowl 3 strikes in a row in the middle of the game just to suck the wind out of the team and win the state championship. But, last year, COVID probably cost our fishing team from winning the state championship. We had a really good year going. Had we finished out the season the way it was planned to, I think we would have won one last year. But we ended up, they kind of did the way they did their championship, and DAR beat us for the championship, and we finished second. And, I told the kids, I said, I can say this. The 2 times that we went against DAR head-to-head last year, they beat us both times. So they deserve it, and good for them. We'll come back and get it next year. But we had an incredible year last year. We also, my son Landon and his partner Garrett Sharp, they both qualified for the Bassmaster National High School Championship tournament on Kentucky Lake last fall.
Nice. Yeah.
Yeah. We had they finished second in the Bass Nation State tournament on Gunnersville Lake at the end of August. And that day was right there with that day watching Bryant Bowling because it was he himself put on a show that morning. I just couldn't get over what he kept bringing in the boat. We had 3 fish. There was a 3 fish limit.
Okay.
And we had three fish weighed over 15 pounds. So over 5 pound average.
That's strong, man. That's really strong.
Well, how many kids you got on the team, Donnie?
This year we have 20 kids on our team, and if everything works out in 2 weeks at Gunnersville, we're going to get them all in a boat except for one, and then he'll probably get to fish the next tournament. We've had all of them I think we're going to take 18 kids to Gunnersville in a couple of weeks. We got enough boat captains lined up for that tournament, so that's going to be good. We have a lot of young kids this time. We have a lot of 6th and 7th graders that are really interested in what's really good about it. So we got 2 or 3 daddies that have boats and are interested in being boat captains, and that's what you have to really be successful. You got to have boat captains, and but we don't have we have one senior, and it's his first year ever fished with us, and the rest of them are all 10th and 11th graders, mostly 10th graders. So we've got a great future because we Landon and Garrett, been to the national championship. They're just 10th graders, and then Jameson Drake and Travis Betterton and Alex Gerardo. They're all right there, 9th and 10th grade, and we got a good chance for us to have a good team in the next few years.
That's great. Well, Donnie, our time is running out, buddy. We appreciate you joining us, and I know you catch and release sometimes, but don't forget Bass makes very good fish tacos on the Blackstone griddle. Just in case you're curious about that.
Don't tell too many of my buddies. They do taste really good in the wintertime.
Yes, they do. Yes, sir.
Hey, I want a real quick shout out to Frederick's Outdoors. They're one of our best #1 sponsors of our high school team. I just want to give them a shout out.
Yeah, absolutely. Great job, Coach. Appreciate that.
Thank y'all.
Thank you, Donnie. Ladies and gentlemen, that is Coach Bedtime Story, Wizard of the Waterways, coach of East Limestone High School. Awesome. Best nickname ever given.
Wizard of the Waterways.
And Bedtime Story. Ladies and gentlemen, on behalf of producer extraordinaire Tim Lambert, Coach Clint Legg, Tojo J. Vassar, who's not here right now, Tom McClung, old Tomcat. We don't have to go home, but we got to get ourselves up out of here. Don't forget, come by and check out this brand new Athens Rec Center. We'll talk to you next weekend.
If you're looking for that special gift for that special someone, it's waiting for you at Tammy's Fine Jewelry in Athens, a boutique jewelry store offering designs to fit your individual style, from classic to contemporary. Tammy's Fine Jewelry has bridal and gemstone jewelry just for you. Whether you want to spend $10,000 or $10,000, you get the same friendly service. Visit them on Facebook or just come fall in love at Tammy's Fine Jewelry, 206 West Market Street in Athens. Since 1998, Ardmore Family Medical Clinic has served the area faithfully, treating everything from allergies, sinus infections, and abrasions to high blood pressure, diabetes, and heart problems. Dr. Deborah Verbeek and staff treat you like they would want to be treated, with compassion and trust. Ardmore Family Medical Clinic, urgent and chronic medical care for the whole family, where patients come first and always have a choice. Locally owned and operated, Ardmore Family Medical Clinic, 25495 Main Street in Ardmore, Tennessee. Call 931-427-6969. Smith's Heating and Cooling in Elkmont is your friendly local contractor, servicing most brands of equipment and proudly installing industry-leading Rheem systems. Whether it's an air conditioner, gas furnace, heat pump, or indoor air quality system, Smith's Heating and Cooling takes pride in their exceptional installation and 24/7 customer service after the fact. They offer financing too. Call 777-5450 today to schedule an appointment or a free no-obligation consultation. Smith's Heating and Cooling. Call 777-5450. Visit them on Facebook or online at smithsheatingandcoolingllc.com. Need custom screen printing or other promotional products? Got You Covered Screen Printing and More in Athens is, well, got you covered. Screen printing, promotional items, stickers, graphic design, vinyl for signs and garments, and other customized products. They also offer local pickup and delivery services, rush orders, volume discounts, and can customize any project to meet your needs. Got You Covered guarantees to get the job done and will work hard to make sure you're completely satisfied. Call today, 444-4500, or stop by and see them at 389 West Sandifer Road in Athens. Got You Covered Screen Printing and More. You've been listening to Applebee's Tailgate Talk live on location. You can hear the archive of this and other shows online at tailgatetalk.net. Join us next Saturday at 10 a.m. on 1080 WKAC. Applebee's Tailgate Talk is a production of Play Action Sports on 1080 WKAC.